We have so many ban list predictions running around in the community right now that it has become crazy. But I found one that I actually wanted to talk about. I think that this is the smartest decision tree that we have actually seen for a Forbidden and Limited list. So I do want to say, whoever came up with this, I don't have the original source anymore. It's been kicked around so much at this point. But whoever made this list, thank you. You probably have made the best band list. So let's talk about this, shall we? From band 2 to 3 in this video. Now, normally I tear into these Forbidden and Limited predictions. I still need to make my personal predictions, but let's just dig right on into this. This person has number 86 banned. So between 75, between Bamboozling and Rongo Bongo himself, there's going to be some sort of hit on these two cards. Everybody in the community can agree with this at this point in time, that this bullshit is just so ridiculous at this point in time that it just needs to stop. The fact that we have a card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! At this current point in time that denies us the ability to play the game. Come on now, guys. We don't need that. It's so bad. So, yes, between 75 and Rongo, one of the two of them is going with. I absolutely agree with that. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cool shit. Somebody out there knows. Now, I love this one every single time I get to talk about it. Summon Sorceress getting banned. So I have indifferent opinions about this one as well, but I think for the betterment of the game, the fact that we've used Summon Sorceress literally the exact same way that the OCG was using it with Needle Fiber, a little bit less because, hey, Isolde is my name. Fucking doing the exact same shit as Needle Fiber is my game. You know, you just play 4 more bricks in your deck, or like 20 more. Not even that much. It was like maybe 5 to 6 broken cards in your deck, and you could abuse her. But we have a card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! That promotes degeneracy. Okay? So let's just go ahead and take it out of the equation. It's less that we need to deal with, right? And I mean, at this point in time, she got the reprint. She's like $2 now. Why do we actually care about her? So get rid of her. Sorry, ABCs. Sorry, Cyber Dragons. I love you guys as tier 2 decks. She helps as a comic book sender. But I'm just saying, get it out of here. Next up on this list is Gumblar. Do we really need to say anything about this? Hand looping your opponent for their entire hand. How is that fair? How does that promote a new player wanting to play the game? Really? Little Johnny comes to the shop, it's his first time, he's got his UFO Turtle deck, sets UFO Turtle, passes, proceeds to lose his entire hand to Gumblar. That's not something that I want to put Duelist through. And then next up on this, the last card is Soul Charge. And I don't know if Konami's going to necessarily ban this. This is just kind of one of those trouble cards we've had brewing for the longest time. It comes in and out of the formats. It's kind of just a generic pay-all, revive all of your stuff. It's a corner piece for certain stuff, but I don't know if it's necessarily ban-worthy at this point in time. It's just an extender that kind of grants more bullshit to the game. But this list has a ban, so okay. Next up, we have Tribe Infecting Virus to 1. Now, I've looked at Tribe for the longest time. I've kind of just said to myself, why is this card still banned? Oh, because we're worried about water decks being a problem. When the fuck was the last time that Mermails was a problem? I mean, if I discard my Tribe and trigger it off, or discard my Searcher, Dragoons off of it, I guess, but that's my core normal summon for the turn. I don't know. I think Tribe can come back. I think Tribe can be at 3 at this point. I think we've just got prejudices towards this card at this point that, for some reason, we're so fucking fearful of what potential. It's kind of like Shred at this point. It's like, why is it still locked up in the corner? I don't know. The OCG's done nothing with Tribe at this point. It's just kind of there. I guess they're afraid of the remnants from that point in time, that it was scary. So there's that. Now, next up on this list is Construct, and this is Construct to 1. Okay, once again, same argument with Shred. Why are we afraid of this card returning to the game? Did I miss something? Is there something inherently broken going on here? Are we just fearful of shit? It's kind of funny. Stuff from that era, with Shrit and Construct locked up, it just doesn't fucking make much sense to me. Like, come on, guys. Cut it out. Let it be free. Now, they have Iris Magician to 1 on this list. I'm kind of indifferent about this as well. Like, this doesn't... Let Pendulum Magicians have something else. I guess they can play the trap time pendulum graph again and kind of take advantage of the metagame. Sure, that's cool. Let them have their 1 of Surger. I don't see any issue with that. Astrograph has been long since checked. I guess it'll bring diversity to the deck. So, okay, that's fine. I don't see any issue with bringing that. And then the last card that they have to 1 on this list is actually Gold Sarcophagus. We did it! Yay, we checked Thunder Dragons. Literally. The Thunder Dragon deck as a whole doesn't bother me, but it annoys me when they can just sack into 2 Gold Sarks, by the way. I've been double Gold Sarked, and you have the shittiest time of your life playing in that matchup. Yes, they play Allure of Darkness in the deck. Yes, there's the Dinosaur. Yes, there is diversity in it. But I feel going on to the next list that Konami's going to want to slow down the deck. And that's fine. I think the best way to do it is approach Gold Sarcophagus kind of in a manner that is best suited for it, which is just limiting the crap out of it. OCG did it, slowed down their Thunder Dragon problem. So I think we can do the same thing, arguably, and have no real issues with it. So that's everything that they have going to 1. Tribe, Construct, Iris, and Gold Sark. Now to 2, they have Multi-Faker. Now, I'm okay with this inherently because Multi-Faker, I want to slow down the power that Altergeist has. Multi-Faker into Siliguidos is really cute, but that's the thing that makes the deck powerful. You don't want to kill the deck on the scale that you want to slow down Thunder Dragons, because the deck is a stun-based deck. The deck does want to fundamentally play the game with the opponent, and that's fine. We're not trying to put Multi-Faker to 1 here. We're just straight to 2. We slow down the deck in a way that we can engage and maintain with the flow. Once again, I like this list because it doesn't aim to kill decks. It aims to kind of balance them out in a way best suited for the format, which is absolutely fine. Now, the next hit is crazy. They have Kagari, Engage, and Widowmaker, all to 2 across the board. So everybody wants Sky Striker to die. The OCG has Kagari at 1 at this point, Engage to 2, and Widowmaker to 2. The only difference on this list is we have Kagari at 2. I kind of think in the same field that we're trying with Gold Sark and the Multi-Faker here. We're trying to use the invisible hand theory. We're trying to take away the consistency of these decks. 1 less Widow Anchor that I have to deal with is great. I can't sack the 3, and it makes me play my Widow Anchors a little bit more conservatively. Same thing with the Kagari. I can't abuse it because we don't have Avarice, And, taking away the Engage also slows down the deck. But by lowering the consistency of the overall ceiling of the format from up here down to here, you kind of balance out Sky Striker in a way that makes the deck acceptable. So I agree with all those. So that's everything to 2. Now to 3. They have Necroface. Every time I see Necroface at 3, I cringe. Now, this is just from personal experiences. I think letting Necroface exist in a format in any capacity more than 2 is just asking for problems. Watching somebody mill 15 cards from their deck is never a good thing, especially when it's your opponent. When it's myself. Oh yes, that's correct. Infinite life gain loops, things like that. I just think that Necroface inherently as a card was degenerate for what it does. And I don't want to be dealing with that shit show yet again. So for my own sanity, I've played the Necroface formats. I know what's coming. It's not a fun time. I think we can leave Necroface locked up and never have to deal with that again. That's one thing I don't agree with this list. Now, next up on this list, they actually have Stratos to 3. Now, I definitely think that the TCG will personally move this to 2, before they move it to 3. But Stratos is an inherent stun engine. Stratos into Stratos into Stratos is kind of broken. Don't get me wrong. All right. But I do think that eventually he could go to this point, but probably more so to 2. This is my 2 cents. But yeah, Stratos can move at this point. I don't see any reason for it to be locked up. And then the last thing that this list has to 3 of these little hits is actually Chain Strike. Now, every Chainburn player out there rejoice. You get a new draw card in Savage Strike that you can banish from the extra deck. You have dualities, you have desires. Your deck has a lot. Getting back that extra Chain Strike, perfect for you. So, I don't agree with this either, but fuck it. If we're lowering the ceiling of everything else, I guess we can let Burn have something, right? Right? Just to check the metagame. So, of everything on this list, as I said, those are kind of the things that stick out to me. I think that this list is decent, and I will stick with that wholeheartedly. But what do you guys think? Do you agree? Could you see this being our next Forbidden and Limited list? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'd like to hear you guys' opinions on this. And, well, guys, I'm out. Peace. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a Truffle Shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.